Hello there, I am Minefiend, this is Little Boo, and this is the Secret World MMO. We're over with Danny Dufresne, and we're going to do his second mission now, ATC.
Taking a break from saving the world, huh? I bet you've been out there punching darkness in the face and kicking evil in the, nuts. Or maybe you've been checking up on the MIBs? Come on. Dead guys followed by very much alive guys in black suits and black vans? Connect the dots. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. Connecting the dots. I rigged one of my RC planes with a wireless webcam. No biggie, super easy stuff. I already did it last year for, research. Not to get footage of Mr. Rosen, my math teacher, watering the flowers in his underpants so I could put it on YouTube. That wasn't me. Flying this thing is like air traffic control in Silent Hill. I pretty much have to rely on, like, the Force. And then every time I get over the edge of the MIB camp, wham! It goes dead, and it goes down. They got some kind of signal scrambling going on. Maybe even EMP? I'd so love to get my hands on that tech. Of course, I got, like, mad skills, so I manage to salvage the plane every time. But I have to keep pulling it out of trees and gluing bits back on. I'd really like to see what's going on inside that perimeter. Like Mr. Rosen used to say, try again, Dufresne. Of course he's a zombie now. Not that he's changed much. He's still Mr. Rosen, and he's still wearing those way too tight underpants.
Ah, Danny. In with his remote control planes, spying on people, spying on Mr. Rosen, spying on the girl at the morning light camp. Oh, he likes to use that. Now he's spying on the, as he puts it, MIBs. Okay, let's look. A highly secretive group has set up a camp at the local airport. Danny has tried spying on them with makeshift surveillance equipment, but his plans are constantly foiled. He suspects foul play and wants help to figure out what's really going on. Danny wants to use his remote control plane to spy on the Orochi camp, but it keeps crashing. He thinks they must have an EMP device that disrupts his attempts. Use the nearby remote control plane to test his claims. Fly the plane into the Orochi camp. Well, if you look now, we're at the skateboard park, and then across the way past Kingsmouth Road and Kingsmouth Drive there's Edgar's Scrapyard, and out here is the Kingsmouth Municipal Airport. That's where the missions just said the Orochi camp is. So let's fly the plane. I hope you was watching very carefully there, because you'll see... Oh, 1 second guys. Okay, I'm back, sorry about that. Mrs. Minefiend calling for me. Right, yes, I hope you was watching the cutscene carefully, because if you notice, we went up onto the walls of the skate park here, and the plane flew off in that direction, which, you know, quite obvious with the marker, but it flew off in that direction, if you watched. Went over the airport, and on its way back it crashed down into a field, and you got a very brief glimpse of the scrapyard there as well. So you know, even if you haven't got these markers on, which I'm leaving on for the Let's Play, because most people will. Normally I don't play with these on, but the clues are there even if, you know, you haven't got these sorts of marks on. Let's sprint. You can find where you need to go, but you have to be really observant. Now here's the scrapyard. The scrapyard's a wonderful place. We will be coming here in just an episode or so, and you get to see all this wonderful place, but we'll deal with that later. For the moment, we're just going to pass it by. See, we've now got Edgar's scrapyard on the townie. The only thing left to find is the Kingsmouth Municipal Airport, which we're on our way to. I don't know if you can see, but there are some pretty big things moving around, and there are big things in this area. There's Edgar's house. I love this house with the hubs, wheel hubs on, and it's just, the architecture in the game is really nice. It's got a letterbox out the front, it's got an upturned boat there. Just a lot of lovely work has gone into crafting this entire landscape. You know, you look at it, the car's abandoned and everything. It's a really nice place just to wander around and look at the prettiness that's gone into it. Look at the scrapyard wall here, the trees, the dead trees and the grass. But we'll get on with what we've got to do. Is we've got to go and find this crashed RC plane. Now it's crashed on this field here, and this field is full of it's got shamblers, it's got earth spewers, and they're really big creatures. Let's deal with this one here first. Now can you see it's putting that circle up on the floor? You want to step out of that because you'll get oops. You get a slowness effect, and when he hits you, he'll knock you over. You really want to stay out of the mud that they put up, and as you can see, those things are quite tough. Now, have we got the... did I manage to get it yet? No. How many points have we got? Have we spent them all? We've only got 3 ability points, so I haven't got the healing I need yet. Have I? Yes, I have. Regeneration. Oh yes, I have. Yes, I have. There we go. I have got the healing I need. Yes, it's slotted there. Let's put it round so it's above the one I want. There we go. There we know. It helps sometimes if you have them above the ones that they're linked to. So as you can see, well, we're using this to heal. We will use this to heal in a moment. We've got to get past all these golems, and it's a scary place because these are quite tough for someone of our level here. And there on in the sand in front of us, there's a crashed plane. Can you see it? Just to the right of my shoulder. But we'll have to deal with this mud shambler here first, so let's... Now this one is another one where it just... you just have to step back each time. Put some healing on. Oh no, don't you come and get me. Oh yep, that one's coming for me as well now. This one behaves a bit different. This one throws mud, and it throws it in a circle at you, so... to be really careful. And let's pick up the crashed plane. As Danny said, the little plane crashed. It's still possible that it managed to capture some images of the camp and maybe the alleged EMP devices. Find the crashed plane and examine the images, if any. Well, we found the crashed plane, so now let's examine it. And we can see 3 towers. Those are the EMP towers. We've got to get into there. Now we're here out on the field. There's the airport, and we want to get inside. Gosh, those footsteps are scary. Let's try and thread our way through to the airport. A bit safer once we're on this road. Okay, now if you come to the airport and you go into the airport itself, we've just got the townie achievement, because we found every place in Kingsmouth town now. We found the airport as well. But if you come into the airport, you'll find that there's this area here where the Orochi camp is, and it's completely sealed off. You can't get through. But you can just see the towers in the distance, the EMP towers. So we've got to find another way in. And that other way in is best done by coming round the side of the airport. If you come round the side of the water channels here, what's that we picked up? Achievement, Super Spy Plane. Complete tiers 3 through to 5 of the mission ATC without being seen. Right, well that's good to know that that comes up. Now, so we've got to try and complete it without being seen. If you go up here, I don't know, I can't get up there. Can I? No, not quite. But if I jump there, you'll see just ahead of me here, there's a security drone, and that's got a field of view. And all the soldiers themselves have fields of view, but they're not marked quite as lovely and easy to see as that one is. So what we're going to do is we're going to head into the water channels here and come down underneath the fences. And there's another passageway through here. But there's a force field up and there's a keypad. Now if you look around, you'll see that in the water there are dead Orochi bodies. Did I get a... is that a better hammer than what I've got? 128. It is, that's better than the one I've got. Okay, so we'll examine the dead bodies. This rotation, the code is 739241. Do not print. Seriously, it's bad enough that we're sending passcodes in plain text email. Do not print in big letters on the printed paper. And it's even got the Orochi watermark on the paper. Wow, these guys are stealthy. Now if you open your inventory when you've done that, you'll also see in general it says you received a Orochi uniform, and if you look there, there's an Orochi uniform in your inventory. You can go in here without the Orochi uniform on, but I'll explain why it's more important to wear it when you get inside. Put it on, there we go, nice Orochi uniform. Right, so let's take sprint off, and you'll see here Orochi disguise, an Orochi field uniform from the Kingsmouth Municipal Airport base. Let's open the keypad and we'll put in the code that it said on the paper, which was 7392441, I think. Yep, I think. Yep. Right, so then you can get inside, but be careful because there are security drones here. Now, the uniform. What the uniform does for you is provide you with camouflage. If you've not got the uniform on, you're going to have to avoid being seen. However, the uniform does not make you immune to being seen. You will still be seen if you get close enough. The uniform, all it does is it think of it as reducing the sight range of the guards. They won't notice you from close up. From distance they'll just see somebody in a uniform. But if you get too close they'll realise they don't recognise you and you're not one of their men. So we've got to disable this tower first of all, and that Orochi guard is just going to helpfully go and walk and stand near it, right when we don't want him to, do we? We're going to go past. He's going to stand there, so I'm going to stand a little bit round the side. Access the keypad there. Oops, I should have read tier 3. The image from the crash plane revealed the MP devices protecting the Orochi camp. Get into the camp and find a way to disable the southern generator without being seen. Alright, we did that. Now the southern generator is disabled, but the central and northern generators still protect the camp. Find a way to cross the camp undetected and disable the central generator. Okay. So again, let's try and not get too close to any of the Orochi. Because if you do, you won't be able to fight. They will just instantly knock you out and chuck you out of the camp. Now it's on green now, so let's disable it. The southern and central generators is disabled, but the northern generator still... Oh, he come and find me from behind. I didn't spot him. Yeah, you swine! Well, there you go. At least I get to show you what I'm saying. That's because I'm a part of the Let's Play, because I'm concentrating on reading it all for you. Damn it! Well, it's no problem. We can just redo that, but we won't get the achievement for it. You can come and redo the mission. They just throw you out. So we've just got to do... As you notice now, the achievement's gone. We've lost the achievement. What was the code? It was 739241, wasn't it? 739241. Okay. Let's get past here before that drone comes along. And you can wander around inside and see things, but you don't want to get too close to anybody, otherwise you've just seen what happens. So in this one we're just going to complete the mission. We're going to do what we need to do. Where did you come from? Did you come round the back of that crate? Now whatever you do, do not go out there. Do not go out there until you have to, because that is a very dangerous place. Right, I'm going to go this way. Don't jump over the fence out there and go out there, because if you bump into monsters out there you're going to die. Alright, let's disable that one. All the impaired generators in the Orochi camp have been disabled. Return to Danny and carry out a second test flight to confirm that everything worked. We've got to return to Danny. I'll show you where we are on the map now. We're right here. You go outside this fence and you're going into this area. This area is a lair. It's a lair mission. Lair missions are designed for groups of high-end players. They're sort of like the toughest... Well, a very, very tough thing. Not quite as tough perhaps as some of the raids, but very, very tough. Can't believe I got caught. I'm really ticked off about that. Let's go through there, and down. Oh, I'm disappointed. It's because I was too busy interested in explaining things and not paying attention. Stupid mind fiend. 7, 3, 9, 2, 4, 1. And we can get back out. So now all we've got to do is we've got to make it back to Danny. Which is easier said than done with all those golems out there. We'll come back and we'll have a look at the dead Drow later. Let's see if we can get across this way to the scrapyard. I'm going to run along the edge of the fence and see if we can just avoid these. Oh, can't avoid them all. Okay. That healing really is nice now when we activate the martial discipline. The regeneration effect comes in and we get a heal over time that heals 73 every second for 10 seconds. Really, really good. Savage elementalism focus. Ah, that's for elementalism. Yeah. Not going to want that for a while yet. So let's try and get back to Danny. Couple of players out there. We'll just skip through Edgar's scrapyard, which we'll come back and have a look at soon. These missions can be repeated, as I say. Just because we didn't get the achievement that time, no reason we can't repeat it again when the cooldowns run out and get the achievements at that point if you're interested in achievements. And achievements do have a function in this game actually, because the trader Dr. Caligari will only sell you certain items based on how many of the achievements in the game you've got. So whatever your percentage of achievements achieved is, you'll only be able to get certain clothing, equipment, etc. So, all of the EMP generators in the Orochi camp have been disabled. Return to Danny and carry out a second test flight to confirm that everything has worked. Fly the RC plane into the Orochi camp. So let's fly the RC plane. And there we go, we've got video footage of it all now, so not only have we been inside and know what's going on, we've got proof of it. So look, Solomon Island, we've done ATC. To get Town Council we've just got to do Scrapyard Defence, The Vision and Full Metal Golem. Right. Let's have a look let's send our report to Sonak. We are frightfully concerned by the presence of the Orochi group. They are an immensely broad and powerful corporate conglomerate with influences on the council. As a result, we really shouldn't be tampering in their affairs. One would like to believe they are using their excessive means to contain and remedy the current situation. That is, of course, unlikely. Using a toy plane to keep tabs on their operation strikes me as rather unsophisticated. The Orochi will dismiss it as a mere child's play. In other words, it's absolutely perfect, Sonak. I praise indeed, he likes that. Now let's have a look. What can we take as a reward here? We can choose a reward. We could take the Flawless Blade, which is quality level 3. It's better than the quality level 2 blade we've got. It's got 126 weapon power. So we'll get 24 plus weapon power. We'll lose 36 hit rating because of the glyph. But we'll get 8 critical rating and 29 penetration rating. And if we take the Chaos Focus, that requires a chaos skill of level 2, so we'd have to put skill points into that to be able to use it. But again, that does 126 weapon power. That's better than what we're using. Let's take the Chaos Focus. The reason for that I'm doing that is because at the moment in Kingsmouth, group attacks is quite useful because of all the swarms of zombies, and so it's useful to have the Chaos up. Maybe in the next area we might want to focus on the single attacks, so we might want to have the blade up, but let's have a look now. So we have to put Chaos up to skill level 2 to be able to do that. Can we do this? Okay. We have 6 skill points. Chaos. Right, we have to choose what do we want. Do we want survivability, which will give Fleeting Fortress effect. When you evade an attack, you receive the Fleeting Fortress effect, causing the next attack against you to deal 20% less damage. Which is a wonderful thing to combine with the illusion, which gives us a higher evade. If I can remember to do it. I don't always remember to do it. Or we can add into damage. Your Chaos abilities have a 10% chance to trigger the Calamity effect, dealing 43 damage. That's at the moment. If we upgrade, they'll then have a 10.5% chance to deal 45 damage. And that's basically with every hit, you've got a 10.5% chance to do an extra 45 damage. That's great. So really, with every 10 hits, you're going to be doing extra 45 damage. I think I'm going to take... the damage path with the Chaos Focus. That's nice, but we'll just bump that up really quick when we get a lot of points. So let's take 2 points in that. Blade, we've got 4 points left, so we could put another one in Blade. So I'm going to put another one in Blade because as well... yeah, I will do, yeah. I was just thinking then about putting it into Talismans, but no. We'll put it into Blade because we've got the 4 points. So from now on, every hit will be dealing 11 extra damage with the sword. Okay. So now all we have to do is, if we bring up our character sheet, we can just take this one out. If you look, this is the one with the sort of like tribal patterns on it. We're just going to swap it for this. Right click it there, and you've got 3 creatures. Not really sure what those are supposed to be. If you look, they've got long legs and things. Maybe 3 rats. I don't know why I think they're 3 rats. But we've now got a better Chaos Focus. So this Chaos Focus we could break down. Or we could sell. We'll sell it for 1,600, or we can break it down for metal. I'm going to break it down for the metal. I'm going to do the same with that. The talismans will sell. Yep. Okay. Right. Well, I feel as though I failed that mission because I got caught, but you know, it shows what can happen. Didn't do the stealth as good as we could have done, but never mind. We got the mission done. I've been Mindfiend. You guys, as always, have been wonderful. Bye for now.